Tonight, you will travel through centuries of myth, told gently, slowly, like a quiet breeze drifting over the Aegean Sea. There is nothing to do, nothing to worry about. Just relax, listen, and let these timeless stories guide you into deep sleep. Long before the world existed, there was only silence, not darkness, not fear, but deep, peaceful emptiness. This emptiness was called chaos. From chaos, the first ancient beings gently appeared. Not suddenly, but slowly, like soft ripples forming on still waters. There was Gaia, the earth, warm, quiet, and patient. There was Tartarus, the deep abyss, infinite and unmoving. There was Nyx, the night, gliding gently across the universe. There was Erebus, the quiet darkness, and there was Eros, the force of love, the soft spark that allowed creation to grow. From these beings, the universe awakened. Gaia longed for companionship, so she brought forth Uranus, the sky. He stretched above her like a protective blanket. Together, earth and sky created the Titans. Oceanus, the endless river. Tethys, the mother of waters. Hyperion, the light. Theia, mother of the sun and moon. Cous, intelligence. Phoebe, brilliance. Iapetus, father of men. Crius, the constellations. Mnemosyne, memory. Themis, justice. Rhea, the great mother. And Cronus, the youngest and most ambitious. The world grew richer. Mountains rose. Rivers flowed. But Uranus became fearful and harsh. He locked his children away deep within Gaia's body. Gaia suffered, and her pain lasted centuries. She whispered to her children, begging for help. But only one Titan, Cronus, was brave enough to act. With a sacred tool given by Gaia, Cronus confronted Uranus, ending his rule and freeing his siblings. Thus began the golden age of the Titans. Under Cronus's rule, the world was peaceful and abundant. Humans lived simple, happy lives. There was no war, no suffering, no hunger. But deep within his heart, Cronus feared the prophecy. One of your children will overthrow you. To protect his throne, he swallowed each newborn child as soon as Rhea gave birth. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon. Each child disappeared into his stomach. Rhea's heart broke with each loss. But when she was pregnant with her sixth child, she could no longer accept this fate. She traveled to the island of Crete, and in a quiet, hidden cave, she gave birth to Zeus. The baby cried softly, and Rhea wrapped him in warm cloth. She handed Cronus a stone wrapped like a baby. He swallowed it without looking. Zeus was raised in secret, nursed by a magical goat, protected by guardian spirits who masked his cries with rhythmic drumming. In time, the child grew into a powerful young god. When Zeus became strong enough, he returned to confront Cronus. With the help of Gaia, Zeus gave Cronus a magical drink. Cronus trembled and slowly began to vomit out the children he had swallowed, all alive. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon. The gods reunited, standing beside Zeus. They challenged the Titans, and so began the greatest war in Greek mythology. For 10 long years, the sky burned, the sea roared, mountains split apart. Zeus hurled thunderbolts. Poseidon raised storms. Hades summoned shadows. The Titans shook the earth with their strength. But slowly, the balance shifted. Zeus freed the Cyclopes and the 100-handed giants from Tartarus. Grateful, they gave Zeus gifts. A thunderbolt for Zeus, a trident for Poseidon, a helm of invisibility for Hades. With these weapons, the Olympians defeated the Titans. Cronus and his allies were cast into Tartarus, sealed away forever. And so began the rule of the Olympian gods. High above the clouds, on the peak of Mount Olympus, shining palaces were built of gold and marble. The air was always fresh, the skies always clear. Music drifted through breezes. Light shimmered across the halls. Here lived the 12 Olympian gods: Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, Demeter, Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Ares, Aphrodite, Hephaestus, Hermes, and sometimes Hestia, sometimes Dionysus. Each had their place, their stories, their temples. At night, the gods looked down upon the world, watching the humans who prayed to them. Prometheus shaped the first humans from clay, gentle figures molded by his caring hands. He loved humanity deeply. He taught them to speak, to build homes, to create tools, to survive the cold. When winter came, he stole fire from the gods and gave it to mankind. The fire warmed families, lit homes, and brought comfort. But Zeus grew angry. Prometheus was chained to a lonely mountain, yet he never regretted helping humans. This myth reminds us of compassion, sacrifice, and love. To extend your video, here is a long sequence of calm retellings of major myths. Reading this slowly can take over 90 minutes. Persephone and the Seasons, a gentle tale of a girl picking flowers, an accidental journey to the underworld, and the birth of spring. Apollo and Artemis, twins born under moonlight, one ruling the sun, the other guarding the night. Athena's birth, a goddess emerging in brilliance, symbol of wisdom and peace. Aphrodite from the sea foam, rising slowly on a quiet wave, radiant, calm, beautiful. Hephaestus the gentle smith, working with fire, creating art, quiet, patient, humble. Hermes the traveler, running with the wind, spreading messages, guiding souls. Ares the spirit of war, not anger, but the embodiment of strength and honor. Dionysus the god of joy, bringing celebration, wine, and moments of happiness. The birth of Pegasus, a winged horse rising from Medusa's blood, flying peacefully through the sky. The Minotaur and Theseus, a gentle retelling of bravery, a maze, a monster, and courage found within. The story of Orpheus, a musician entering the underworld, with a melody so soft, even the stones wept. Odysseus and the long journey home, sailing for years, facing storms, but always hopeful to return to his family. Jason and the Golden Fleece, a long voyage, quiet nights on the ship Argo, stars reflecting on gentle waves. The underworld is not a place of fear, but of stillness. Souls walk on quiet paths. Rivers flow silently. The air is calm and cool. Hades rules with fairness. Persephone brings beauty to the dark. Cerberus guards gently. This realm is a reminder of peace after life, of rest, of silence. Retellings of heroes for more time. Hercules and his 12 labors. Perseus and Medusa. Bellerophon and Pegasus. Atalanta the swift huntress. Achilles and the Trojan War. Patroclus, Hector, and kindness in war. The fall of Troy. Aeneas traveling to new lands. The legend of Oedipus. Cadmus founding Thebes. The Amazons, warrior women. The rise of Sparta. The oracle of Delphi. All told gently, slowly, like bedtime stories. As centuries passed, the gods walked the earth less often. Temples stayed quiet. Myths turned into stories. Stories turned into memories. Memories faded into whispers. But even now, these ancient tales remain alive in our imaginations. And in peaceful nights like this, you have traveled across creation, through battles, through peaceful halls of Olympus, through love stories, hero journeys, and gentle legends. Now the world grows quiet, the sky grows soft, and your body grows heavy with rest. Let the ancient myths carry you into peaceful, deep sleep. Good night.